your foot and ankle to move exactly like it was designed to. But as soon as you go to sprain your ankle in that sort of harmful inversion motion, that cord locks in place and it physically won't let you go over on it.
Adam Phillips here from Masterton Foot Clinic. It gives me great pleasure to welcome Trent Mitten to our video. Trent is currently a Kookaburra's team member for the world champion men's hockey team based out of Australia, Perth, and he's going to talk to me a little bit about his unique ankle brace today called Brace for Innovation, or the EXO-L brace, which he's about to introduce, or we're about to introduce through Masterton Foot Clinic. Trent, welcome.
Thanks very much for having me on. It's very exciting to be able to talk about the EXO-L and I guess the success I've had with it in the Australian men's hockey team and so many other athletes around the world.
Yeah, man, it's we're really excited about bringing it to little old Masterton, little old New Zealand. So thanks for that opportunity. Brent, do you want to just give us tell us a little bit about yourself? What's your background and how did you end up coming across the brace?
Yeah, sure. So I've been part of the Australian men's hockey team now for just over 10 years. And still a part of that group as we head towards the Tokyo Olympics in a month or so time. I guess during my career, I suffered from a heap of really bad ankle sprains and I guess probably didn't rehab my ankle injuries as well as I should have at a younger age. Fortunately for me, I always had a national team physio there ready to strap me before every session. So I just relied on strapping tape for years and years. A couple of years ago, though, I had a couple of really bad sprains and broke through the tape and was in the lineup to get surgery. But at the time, I couldn't really afford, I guess, the time I would have lost out of the group at that point. It was a World Cup year for us. So I was looking for a different option to keep me on the field. Again, fortunately for me, some of the Europeans I was playing against at the time were wearing the EXO-L. So I pretty much messaged them and I said, hey, what's that on your ankle? I need to give that a go. And managed to get myself a set a couple of months later. And that was 3.5 years ago now. And I haven't sprained my ankle once since. So I'm extremely passionate about what the product's done for me and my career. And then probably, 6 to 12 months into wearing the brace, I understood how amazing of a product it was. So I worked with the head company to bring the product to the Australian and New Zealand markets because...
And Trish, just before we finish up, mate, would you just be able to give us a little bit of a visual on what the brace, the EXO-L brace looks like, and sort of how it works?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a little bit different to any other brace out there in that, first of all, it's completely custom made to fit the user to perfection. It's made using 3D scan and 3D print technology. So your braces will fit you absolutely perfectly. Sits on the back of the ankle like that. First of its kind to sit completely outside the shoe. So you don't have to stuff a brace into your shoe, which again is a huge benefit. And it actually uses the shoe here as an anchor point for the brace. So the shoe gets modified perfectly, cord goes in there and just gets locked in the back. And there you have your external ankle brace, or EXO-L. And no more ankle sprains.
So it still allows normal movement in the straight line, but if you do get to a situation where the foot's going to sprain on the outside, it'll correct for it.
Yeah, absolutely. The huge benefit here is that you get full range of movement that you wouldn't get from a really rigid ankle brace or strapping tape. So I want your foot and ankle to move exactly like it was designed to. But as soon as you go to sprain your ankle in that sort of harmful inversion motion, that cord locks in place and it physically won't let you go over on it. And the benefit is the user can decide how much support they want or how tight they want the brace.
Well, that's awesome, Trent. Thanks, mate. If it's good enough for an Olympic hockey representative, it's good enough for Masterton in our population. Thanks for the time, Brent.
No worries.